we're gonna get straight to it, man. What made you come down here and sign LATheGoat? What turned you on? What attracted your eye?
I mean, he did a video where he was rapping over money and the thing at first, right?
Right.
And he was telling his people, the goats, I think that's his fan base. He was telling the goat to hit me up, right? And then I looked at my phone and I seen all these goats in my my phone, and I'm like, what the hell is this? What's going on? Like what did I miss, right? So I thought I missed some.
Right.
So then I went and checked it out, and he was really flowing on the beat. You know what I mean? Like, uh, that's a little unusual today. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear people like, you know, I be hearing so many young boys that be telling me, JD, it ain't about how you rap no more. It's about what you say, as opposed to like really having a flow on the beat, right? So um I just, it was a shock for me to even hear it. So I wasn't really looking for no artist like that right at the time. I was just like, I just checked it out. So then I listened to that. I'm like, damn, he rapping like that, and he a young boy over money and the thing. Let me go to his page and see what else he got in store,
Okay.
right? So I went on his page, and the first thing I heard was the 8 bands, and I'm like, I felt like, you know, I was just telling Anthony Hamilton this the other night. Like, when I signed Anthony,
Yeah.
I thought he was signed. I thought I heard his record, and I'm thinking like, yo, you sure you not signed? So then when I went to dude page, same thing with LATheGoat. I was like, he must be signed. He just must be one of these rappers that's just trying to get on, you know, doing his little freestyle thing. So, you know, I heard the 8 bands. I hit him immediately, like, man, what's going on? And I still ain't never say nothing like, yo, I ain't want to look crazy, right? So I ain't want to come out the box and he be like, nah, Doc, I'm signed already. You too late to the party. So I just was like talking to him just to see where he was at, just to see where his head was at. And then he was just like, you know, he threw it out there at me like, what's up? What's happening? And I'm like, oh, uh-oh. You know what I mean? I think I done stumbled. And sure enough, you know, he a diamond, yo. He a diamond in the rough for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I got turned on to LATheGoat. I think right around March we started doing you know, they got the verses, but we had like a local verses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he always doing freestyle. I'm from the old school. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lyricist first. You know,
Yeah.
and so it's good to hear homeboy had lyrics. You know what I'm saying? He got lyrics. He got bars. He's saying he got content.
Yeah.
He can carry the beat. The beat don't carry him. So, you know, and I always told him, like, bro, when he got signed, I said, man, let me tell you something. Go lock yourself in the studio. Cause he knows shit right now is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my thing is it's a coincidence. Every time the Super Bowl comes to Tampa, somebody is getting signed in the area. Do you I'm not saying that's why you did it, but can you understand, like, you know, this is our third, fourth Super Bowl in Tampa, and we done had three or four artists signed. And you told me what attracted you to him. You weren't even looking for artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, I mean, do you think it's a coincidence? Damn, I mean, you Super Bowls in Tampa, LATheGoat is here. He one of the hottest. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of you know, the building blocks are building up. It's everything.
On some real shit, I wasn't really paying no attention to it, honestly, at first.
Right.
Then he started hipping me. You know, he big on the gambling, so he started talking about Tom Brady every week. You know what I'm saying? Trying to tell me and talk about how they, you know what I mean, how he getting money and trying to rub it in my face about the Falcon and saying all this. So then I started paying attention to it, and I'm just like, okay, all right, he got a little synergy going, right? So that's when I start. This was before we even did the deal. So
Okay.
I started picking up on the synergy that was happening. I'm like, okay, I found an artist that I like from Tampa.
Right.
They got Tom Brady. Because matter of fact, we've been talking before Tom Brady actually came over there, right?
Yeah.
So once Tom Brady actually showed up in the city,
Yeah.
that's when I started really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I started really feeling the energy like that. And I'm like, damn, this is getting ready to be something. You know what I'm saying? So that was my whole flow when I took it to Def Jam. Like, yo, it's a whole vibe to this. You know what I mean? It's a whole untapped area to me that, you know, people ain't never seen JD really come to Tampa and do nothing like that. So it felt fresh as opposed to it being like something that was in the wind. But I hear it. If you feel like it's in the wind, then it's meant to be.
Cause you was here, you was at the Hard Rock in Tampa.
Yeah. And I've been out there, like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I've been out there, but I ain't like I
Yeah.
said, as far as talent
Yeah.
and finding artists, I never knew it was people out there like LATheGoat.
So GOAT, my brother.
What up, Shizm? What up, Shizm?
I told you what I told you. Oh, I know you're gambling. I know about the gambling. Cause when I called you and told you I talked to people from Def Jam, you act like I was talking to a brick wall. You hung up the phone and then called me back and said, "Oh, my bad, man. I was gambling." I'm like, damn. I just,
Yeah.
Okay,
hey,
well, I don't feel bad. He do that to
bro.
me too, dog.
I'm like, bro. I'm excited because he got signed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all for local. I've been all for the local artists. You know what I'm saying? So when I called him, he was like, "Yeah, okay, man, all right." And then hung up the phone. I'm like, well, damn, this nigga like it's like that. He called me back like 30 minutes later. He called me back. Hey, my bad, dog. I was gambling. You know, I ain't have my mind straight. But then we started talking. I about to cut him off. I was like, you know what? Yeah, all right, cut off. I ain't got time. I cut you off. But then he called me back. We straighten it out. We good now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of you, brother. And what I told you, I said, look, man, stay in the studio. Don't come outside no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I know JD gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying? And you represent the city right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
fact.
but let's rewind. When you got the DM from JD, you think it was real?
I ain't gonna lie. I knew it was real because it came from his page, but it's like that ain't the first time like somebody has stashed and DM me.
Yeah.
But then I don't never hear from him no more. It be game. So I at that point I was like, okay, Jermain Dupri did it. It's cool. He's showing love, but he ain't talking about nothing. So then, like me, I'm like, ain't nobody ever kept the conversation going on for like a week's on and a week's on. So I'm like, okay, maybe he picking that son. So I just jumped in like, hey man, what's up? What we finna do, dog? Cause I ain't getting no younger. He was like, man, I thought you was signed this whole time. That's why I ain't say nothing. I say, man, we sitting right here playing these back and forth games, man. We could have been had something going on.
I mean, it's just a coincidence, bro. I mean, every time we get a Super Bowl here, the magnifying glass on all this talent, and we got a lot of talent in Tampa. A lot of talent. That song took off with no video play. You know what I'm saying? Really, no promotions. It was just something that was just how it was.
Yeah, cause but see, Shizm, you from here just like I'm from here, so you know, like Tampa more like organic.
Yep.
Like they don't care about if you pay to promote it or none of that. They gotta like it.
Yeah.
They gotta connect with it. They gotta connect with you,
right,
and things like that. So when I'm talking about these things in the song that people in the city can relate to and stuff like that, they like, oh man. And then they see me out. Right. They see me at places like so they know, okay, he the real deal. Like he ain't no facade. He ain't trying to be nothing that he rapping about he got 100 bricks. Yeah. He ain't rapping like he's this and that, super thug. He just rapping. He just being himself. Right. So you be yourself, people are attached to you more. Cause like it's a realness. It's a realness.
I mean, so now you signed, you got your deal, it's signed, sealed, you got the JD approval. I mean,
yeah,
you ready to work? You got to work now. You ready to work?
Oh man, listen, guess what? I don't even feel like I'm all the way there yet until I got me a big old mansion on the hill or something like that. You feel me? Because it's still, I'm signed, but it's like I still wake up every day and I know like I ain't on no billboards and nothing yet. So you feel me? Once it's time to open the floodgate.
That's one thing I can say, because ever since you've been signed, I've been watching a lot of people get signed.
Yeah, I mean, and be cracking.
Say they signed, and then they like $100 million, they millionaires, and I'm like, damn, the radio ain't playing you. I ain't hear you in the clubs. I mean, nobody ain't close sign you, but you got jewelry, you got the ice. I'm like, well, how you get all this? What's going on?
Yeah.
So, but you man, the same. The first time I met you, you still the same, bro. And you, if you keep that, you out of here. You gonna be longevity. It's about longevity. You know what I'm saying? JD came out in the '90s doing music, and he's still relevant. You know what I'm saying?
And you feel me? That was my biggest thing that I was looking at too. Cause you feel me? It is still like a sign that there's cause other people were interested, but they weren't really pushing the gas. And then they was like, they ain't know Jermain Dupri. Like Jermain Dupri, I went to my first concert ever going to see him in Bow Wow downtown at the Stream Store. So you feel me? Yeah. For him to still be producing music and still doing his thing, it ain't gonna make me more excited. Cause I was like, I just looked at it. Ain't nobody around him like they ain't hurt for no money. They ain't look, and them people done been in the game a long time. So it got to mean that he done did right.
I
You
think
ain't
what
never
made,
heard nothing
I
bad
think
about him.
what made this special is that JD, you said you was not looking for an artist.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't looking for an artist. He just checked the DM and saw these goats and what the hell going on, and then bam, and you got content. And okay, with that, hold on, and he sees something, and like I said, the man got TV shows. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't on none of the TV shows, so it wasn't about.
Yeah.
It was just genuine. Let me see, him as a DJ, as a producer. Like, let me see what this dude talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell artists, man, you never know who watching. You never know.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing, cause it's like they be thinking like, oh man, he had to go through this, and man. I'm just not getting paid for the stuff I'm doing music wise. Like 3-4 months ago, I was doing free show, free feature, cause I wasn't looking at it as like I'm trying to get no money right now. It's like I'm gonna put everything into it, then in the end see what I get out of it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like,
well,
I don't know. It happened at the right time.
You got you one. You got your diamond in the rough, bro. I'm telling you right now. I mean, I only know the cat for since quarantine. A little before quarantine, I heard him freestyles and stuff. But he got his head right. You know what I'm saying? Keep him in the studio. And I'm telling you, it ain't nothing but up from here.
I mean, like my selling point for LA is this. Like, I pay attention to what people saying. Like, where people talking about keep your ear to the street. That's how I came up in this game, right? I came up by paying attention to what was going on in the streets. If I ain't created, then I was hearing somebody else talk about something that I should have been a part of, right? So same thing with LATheGoat. Without me being able to walk around with him and introduce him the way that we done had the traditional ways, I gotta talk to people via the way we talking right now, right? And every time I hear some DJ talk about LATheGoat, they say the exact same thing that you saying, whether it be Tampa or it be Philadelphia or it be wherever it's at. It's somebody that's talking about, they like, man, dude really be rapping, and I like his flow, and the fact that he rapping, the way he rapping in an era where rappers ain't rapping like that, man. And it's still jugging and it's still going where it gotta go. Right. That's what I'm, that's what I've been I was looking for that, but I ain't know I was getting ready to find that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, like I said, he got the lyrics, he got the music. So I said, well, let me see how he do at a show. Because everybody can do this, but when them lights come on and them people come out, everything changed. So I was at a show, I think it was a couple months ago. He came out, he started doing his song, he just stopped the music and started freestyling. When he did that shit, I knew it was a rap. Because I mean, they don't do that no more.
Yeah.
Especially from Tampa, bro. They got juke music. It don't matter what kind of music called. Boy, you can rap.
Yeah.
He was saying something. And
that's what I'm saying. He sent the message. Because I feel like if anybody rap over money in the damn beat, right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta rap. You ain't gonna get on that beat and be trying to like dip. You know what I'm saying? You gotta try to get in. Right. And the way he was, you know what I mean? He was on the beat, and I'm big on the rhythm. Like if when you rhyme, I don't really be doing all that offbeat rapping type. I ain't with all that, right? And he hit the beat the way that I would have had him hit it if he was my artist. And I was like, damn, okay, well, let me check him out. So I like I said, anybody that's watching this, I hope that y'all do the exact same thing. If you go, you hear what I'm saying, you go check out the 8 bands, and then you start exploring down his page and just see all the other little stuff he's doing, you're gonna see exactly what I saw.
Yeah, I mean, I tell artists, I like, they send me music, and I'm like, let me tell you something. When I say you rapping to the beat, it's like riding a roller coaster. They got ups and downs in that beat, and you got to hit them ups and them lows and them highs. If you hit it right, I can close my eyes and visualize what you're saying. You're doing something. That's what he was doing, Yeah. But I'm glad somebody saw it. Somebody other than the DJs and me and other people. Somebody like yourself, you saw it, and you ain't looking for it. Just got your attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So go from people. I know you got a whole lot of new cousins, a whole lot of new brothers, new homeboys. Man,
yeah, man.
I mean, what's next, bro? What's next?
I mean, we're gonna set the city on fire. I'm trying to make sure that everybody aware, because I also, like, I seen a couple of people talking about in his comments when I posted the video. Some people was like, I'm from Tampa and I ain't never even heard of old boy, right? And I was like, okay, well, wait, let's make sure everybody out here clear on what's going on. Let's see if we can get on the radio and make sure we let everybody know he's signed. It ain't no play. It's getting ready to be all bums, over Baghdad. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want everybody to know.
Let me tell you something. From being here I've been here for a while. I've been on the radio for 16 years. When people start saying that, I ain't never heard of him. You got their attention. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you got their attention. It's a lot of people, but man, I ain't never heard that. And go, you a damn lie. You done heard 8 Man. You probably know that was him.
Yeah.
And then when you see the JD on the Instagram and doing the videos and by LATheGoat, okay, wait a minute. Okay. Now what they doing now? Now they finna go to YouTube and they finna search. You know, they finna do their history. They still gonna say whatever, man, because it's been a lot of people, a lot of artists in Tampa that say they signed and ain't really signed. They have no proof. You know what I'm saying? So by you saying what you just said, I mean, that's proof. That's more than, that's visual proof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, that's what I want to do. Like I said, you know, LA hit me one morning and he was like, man, I said, you happy you got the deal? He was like, man, he said, it don't feel like I'm signed yet. I said, all right, we gonna switch this up then.
Hey, I'm saying it's quarantine. It's a quarantine deal right now, but it's signed. Don't worry, cause come January when this shit is hopefully through, but hey, be ready to work. I already know you gonna be working. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we working without it though. You know what I mean? He in the studio like you said. And, you know what I mean? We coming with the 8 Bands remix and all that real soon.
8 Band remix. Like I said, if I just need email. You have mail. All I want to know is you got mail.
Oh yeah, you got it. You be first to have it for real.
Hey man, I appreciate you, bro. JD. Hey,
thank you.
Appreciate you, LA. Go to the studio. Sir. Go to the studio. Don't leave the studio until this shit is done. Hey man, salute y'all.
All right, thank you, man.
All right.
Bye.